Welcome to a simple Promeia guide in less than 10 minutes, and let's get right into it. So Promeia is an ice anomaly agent who destroys her enemies with her blooms. Firstly, we have to understand that she has special resources in the form of balls and lines just like Ye Guang. If you pay attention to the upper left bar, there are two lines which are called Corrosive Chill. And then there are two balls called Trial by Cold. I'll get into what they do in a bit, but on screen are ways to get Corrosive Chill from most to least. So once you reach 50 Corrosive Chills, it automatically transforms into a ball which is Trial by Cold, and you can hold a maximum of 2 balls. You also start off the round with 2 balls. So basically you want to cast a Bloom lot due to its insane damage with her core passive, and every time you consume a Trial by Cold ball by using a 3rd EX special Merciless Judgment, she triggers a Bloom and also gives you 100 decibels. She has 3 specials and 3 EX specials, and while it may sound very complicated like her kit, it's actually not that complicated and it's actually pretty simple to execute. I'll show you in the next rotation section. So outside start windows, you basically want to be doing basic attacks and you want to be using your EX special to dodge where possible like that to build her resources. So after her 4th basic, you go into this state where she's cloakless and basically she continuously damages the enemy like that, but you really don't want to do that unless you're trying to appreciate Promeia's character design. I would advise us going straight into the 5th basic like that. You know you're doing it right when she slams down onto the floor. Don't be afraid to use her resources outside the stun window. Just make sure you have maximum resources out for the stun window. So Promeia's stun window is very important in the main part of a DPS, and you basically want to enter the stun window with as much resources as possible, like so. You want to make sure you're also in manual chain attack mode. So if you have Vivian, you want to cast ult before the stun window so you can inflict Corruptor on the enemy.
Switching.
And then when presented with a stun window like this, you want to EX special into whole basic. Make sure you burn all your resources. And then you let go here. Go into Vivian. Re-trigger the stun into whole basic. Use up all the resources. And then use ult.
Your execution.
And that is basically the rotation, yeah. So now that we're done with the mechanics and the rotation, let's head on over to the hard part, which is the disk drives and stats required. So you basically want 4 Ps from the chain and 2 Ps Phaeton's Melody. For slot 4 you want Anomaly Proficiency, for slot 5 you want Ice Bonus, and for slot 6 you want Anomaly Mastery. Subsets you want in your disk drives are basically Anomaly Proficiency and then Attack Percentage and then Pen, but you really want to focus on Anomaly Proficiency first and foremost. The numbers you want to aim for are on the screen, but basically you want to prioritize Anomaly Proficiency first. Her Anomaly Mastery is 248 with her signature, but if you don't have her signature, it'll be a bit lower than that. So let's talk about W engines. Her signature is obviously the best because it gives her Anomaly Mastery and all the good jazz that she likes, especially a Bloom damage. If you don't have her signature in your Fusion Compiler, that's a pretty solid alternative as well. The best F2P weapon is Weeping Gemini, and Weeping Gemini is actually really decent R5. Since her Mindscape one is more value than her signature weapon, you probably want to aim for her M1 first. And if you have her M1 but you can't afford her W engine, that's fine because the Weeping Gemini doesn't fall far behind. The best meta team is basically Promeia, Nangongyu, and Yuzuha. But if you didn't pull for Nangongyu like I did, I have Vivian, so Vivian works fine as well. And if you don't have Vivian, you can replace Vivian with even Lycone. Just take a note that Lycone will do significantly less DPS compared to Vivian and Nangongyu. With Vivian is also a bit harder because you have to manage her feathers, which can be challenging in battle. That's basically the Promeia guide today. I hope this helped you, and I'm just gonna appreciate Promeia's character design. See ya, bye bye!